So the community will be getting their hands on Modern Warfare 4 in literally less than 2 weeks. And as a Treyarch kid, it is absolutely bittersweet coming off of Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. But I am pretty fatigued. That being said, though, there are some things that IW absolutely cannot get wrong for another year in a row. And I don't think COD needs another game that completely reinvents the wheel, right? But I just think they need to stop making the same mistakes, because over the last couple of years, to give the franchise some grace, they have gotten some things right. They took out the corny rainbow, Teletubby, Beavis and Butthead nonsense, which in a weird way, I am a little afraid that that's going to be back for Modern Warfare 4. I don't know why. I just kind of have that feeling in my bones. So that was a big one. They did go ahead and try to take care of matchmaking, but let's go ahead and yap a little bit about the direction that I would love to see this next title go. So I went back to Modern Warfare 3 simply because I didn't want Black Ops 7 gameplay over a Modern Warfare 4 video. And as you can tell, I might be in trouble without Omni movement. I got work to do. And you probably saw it in the opening clip. I almost freaking naded myself. And I'm kind of just moving like I had never played COD before, honestly. So this might be some burger gameplay, just a heads up. Now, if you haven't already, mark your calendars. We can get our hands on the beta August 21st. And it seems like they're promising a pretty big multiplayer test. Keyword, test. And I know for the most part, the beta is mainly what we're going to be getting at launch for the most part. There will be some changes, but it's not like they're going to give us a completely different game for the beta. Yes, there has been some changes. There has been multiple games where the beta felt better than launch or vice versa. But again, look at the beta as a test. I know everybody wants to go to the beta and start sweating their ass off trying to hit clips and all that shit, but when the beta touches down, think of yourself as like a game tester. And don't be afraid to use Twitter. You can follow Mark Grigsby, tweet at him, whatever the case may be. Even though you might not feel like it, I promise somebody will see your tweet. And look, I think Modern Warfare 4 has a massive opportunity here, but they can also completely fumble this shit. First things first, anti-cheat. You may or may not have saw this little post that they put out last week saying that they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I don't even think this needs much explanation anymore. Not to be all doom and gloom. As long as you have Ricochet, I'm not trusting the game after a certain level, especially in rank play. And the sad thing is, like, let's say if you do have like a regular guy, right, that kind of just turns on the game and plays for a couple of hours, if somebody's cheating, they might not even really know. Now, if you invest into the game a little bit, you can kind of tell if somebody's cheating to a degree. One of my theories is, like, the better you are at the game, the easier it is for you to tell that somebody is cheating. Now, that's not to be mistaken for you just accusing everybody of cheating because you're getting shit on. That's not the same thing. But it is one of those weird things where it's like, okay, is that guy actually like that, or is something else going on? That's a bad place for us competitive players in the ranked playlist or the public match playlist or even Warzone, right? And we've been seeing this conversation time and time again. Black Ops 6 was really bad. Black Ops 7 was a little bit better in my opinion, but regardless, it was still pretty bad. Because taking a peek at like Twitter or maybe even the YouTube comment section here, a lot of people have tied cheating problems to the current matchmaking experience. And one thing that's kind of grinding my gears is I don't need the devs to say Ricochet is working. I don't need them to tell us what they're going to be doing, what they might be doing. We need to feel like it's freaking working. That's all it is. And one of my main beefs with Ricochet is we have not gotten an anti-cheat progress report since either the beta of Black Ops 7 or launch of Black Ops 7. I don't really remember. Somebody can fact check me on that. But regardless, we went the entire year without an anti-cheat progress report. Why is that? But now they're saying they're going to go ahead and give us anti-cheat updates all the way through season 1 of Modern Warfare 4. And I can't help to think that that's just marketing. So yeah, I did want to go ahead and try to get that essentially more negative rant out of the way. But let's talk about the matchmaking. This is another one of those things where I want to give the devs their flowers. I know a lot of people didn't quite see it in Black Ops 7, but open matchmaking was pretty decent. The problem with open matchmaking, though, is it did still feel sweaty. And that's because Black Ops 7 wasn't everybody's cup of tea. A lot of people did not play Black Ops 7. And digging into some confirmation bias here, even my friend group got cut down in like half when it came to Black Ops 7 in particular. And I can only assume that happened to maybe a lot of other friend groups across the community. So the ones who continue to play Black Ops 7 after launch, after season 1, are the ones who were really passionate about it, myself included, obviously. That being said, the ones who are passionate about the game and the ones who stuck through the entire year were probably the ones that were relatively decent at the game. Not saying they were godlike or anything, but the ones that were passionate were here and they let it be known. That's why I think the skill-based matchmaking system almost felt like nothing happened. It is subjective though. You can tell me what you think though. And I do like to reminisce, you know, like let's say back in the day, Modern Warfare 2, the OG, Black Ops 1. You could kind of just get on the game with the guys and just talk about your day, fuck around, crack jokes. Those days are over with. Open matchmaking playlists or not, I'm convinced those days are over with. And at the end of the day, I don't really need every lobby to be easy, right? I do like competitive games, and I'm sure you do too. At the same time though, I don't need the game feeling like I'm playing for $50,000 every single game. Now in ranked play, that's a different story. Ranked play, it's supposed to be competitive. It's supposed to be sweaty. So like if anybody's calling anybody a sweat in ranked, they're just coping for getting shit on. I'm just gonna say it. But in the public match playlist, I think it's good to almost have no idea what kind of lobby you're about to get into. Maybe you're gonna go crazy. Maybe you're gonna get slammed. Maybe you're gonna spawn into a game and it's a nail biter. I think that'll keep the pub community pretty happy for the most part. And I want to say like COD over the last like 7 years, I'm gonna say maybe like the start of the Warzone era, it kind of lost that. And especially in public matches, connection needs to matter, dog. If I had to choose between a perfectly balanced lobby skill wise at 80 ping or a slightly balanced lobby at 25 ping, I don't care what happens. You can throw me in a lobby where everybody's better than me. Give me the 25 ping every single time, because you can improve as a player, whether it be in just learning new metas or just something as small as aiming better. I can get better at playing against somebody who's better than me, but I can't outgun the internet, dog. Moving the goalpost just a little bit here, that's one of the main issues in Black Ops 7 ranked right now. The ping in these lobbies have been terrible. And for ranked, I understand why it's not necessarily perfect, because at that point, skill or SR should be the priority. And for the most part, the competitive kids, the ranked kids, we're a pretty small part of the community. So I think if the developers really want to make shit happen for Modern Warfare 4, they need to really water that multiplayer plant. I'm not saying neglect everything else, but let's say us ranked kids, we like to dabble in some pubs here and there too. So why not actually lean into the pubs as developers? Now, if you plan on clocking in some long hours for the beta, cop you some advanced gaming supplements. If you order it now, it'll probably be to you just in time for the beta, probably sooner. Energy, focus, and hydration supplements. This stuff tastes good, makes you feel good, and use code NERVS10 NRVS10 to cop any of the thousands of flavors to choose from at Advanced GG. Now, I do want to talk about the spawns and the map design. Now, according to a lot of the community, one of my most faded takes is Modern Warfare 19 wasn't that bad of a game. But hear me out. It was a game where it felt like you absolutely had to play search and destroy though. Why is that? Spawns and the map design. I think Modern Warfare 19 would have been a much better game if the spawns and the map designs were better. It seemed like they had this weird revenge spawn system where if you kill an enemy, they'll damn near put them in position to spawn to kill you right back. That was horrible. And for what I'm hearing, Modern Warfare 4 will have DNA of Modern Warfare 19 and Modern Warfare 3. And I'm sure there'll be some Modern Warfare 2 DNA sprinkled in there. And I'm talking about the Warzone era of those games, guys, not the OGs. In my opinion, Modern Warfare 3, one of the best multiplayer pub experiences we've had in the Warzone era. I think it was undeniable. So if we can get a multiplayer experience like that, developers can't go wrong. But if we're playing on a map like freaking Arkloff Peak from Modern Warfare 19 and there's freaking 7 hills on Hardpoint, that's going to be a bad time. Because even right now, with the new addition to Vertigo and Frequency in Black Ops 7, I don't know about you guys, but I think the spawns are horrible. Or maybe I'm just horrible at the game or something. I don't know. And it could have been one of those things where they didn't have that much time to really work on things. Or maybe, again, it's on purpose to where you kill somebody, and if you're just one step too far forward, they're just going to spawn behind you, and now they kind of have the advantage to just shoot you in the back. And I'm pretty confident that developers know what works. I just find them getting pretty lazy, almost like using Warzone POIs or hella recycled maps. And some of them you can't go wrong with. Like, it'd be cool to see Crash come back in Modern Warfare 4. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think it'd be cool to see Gunrunner or Hackney Yard come back in Modern Warfare 4. I think those maps were like the only 2 really playable respawn maps in Modern Warfare 19. But it's one of those things where I want to get maps on my screen if I'm voting or vetoing, and I'm just like, damn, bro, I fuck with all of these maps. And I want the maps to kind of have a system where, like in Search and Destroy, you could actually make a play instead of running into somebody 3 seconds after the round starts. Now, I know the smaller maps, you know, that might kind of happen. Maybe if it's like a shoot house type beat or something like that. But Activision is saying that multiplayer is built around 12 new 6v6 maps with the emphasis on tactical and competitive combat. So we'll see. Now, for your ranked folks, as of right now, this is probably what I care about the most. My mind could change when the game comes out, when we have ranked and all that, but I don't think ranked should just be multiplayer, but you have a badge next to your name. I want a system to feel like, okay, you want to prove how good you actually are, here's your opportunity. And I think I said this in my last video, or maybe 2 videos ago, I don't really remember. The system we're playing with now, I seriously think is just a testing ground for the ranked system in Modern Warfare 4. The matchmaking needs to make sense, the SR system needs to make sense, and team balancing needs to make sense if you're solo queuing. And like, the outcome of the match needs to feel earned, not predetermined. I've been hearing it for the last like 3 years now. Ranked feels predetermined, and that's kind of a problem. Now, I understand odds are a thing, right? You can spawn in, and we now have something where we have the underdog team bonus or the favorite team bonus. That's one thing, but I don't like this idea where you spawn in and it's like, okay, your team is supposed to win this game, or the other team is supposed to win this game. And it could just be like psychological warfare amongst ourselves, right? But maybe you know what I mean. And we talked about anti-cheat earlier in the video. We're not gonna go ahead and beat that dead horse, but rank needs innovation as well, no doubt about it. Because with Modern Warfare 3, I wasn't really a fan of the rank system, and it was really just the maps. Like, the game was dope, no doubt about it, but I didn't really start enjoying Modern Warfare 3 ranked until they added Rio, 6-Star, and Vista. I just didn't fuck with the other maps, man. But again, let's say if the developers actually crush it in pubs, if I don't fuck with ranked, I'll just be a pub kid again. I would not care, because I was absolutely a pub kid in Modern Warfare 3. Now, I know I got kind of ranty there, but if you made it to the end, thank you for sticking around. And if you're not in the Discord already, this is your invitation to the Collective Cortex Discord server. And it's not just a COD server. I'm really trying to grow the content creator space in the server. So maybe you're a streamer, maybe you make YouTube videos, TikToks, whatever the case is, we have a spot for you, and you could bug everybody in the self-promo section when you go live, upload a video. First link down below, go ahead and apply, and if I like your vibe, I'll probably approve you. Check out one of these 2 videos here though. I will see you over there.